My husband was plastering our bedroom at the top of our house.
Okay.
We've got a three-storey house on the main road in Deepcut, and then he said, "Oh, look what I found in the wall," and it was sort of wedged in the wall above the door. So I think it had probably fallen down from the loft at some point, and it's a little card from Deepcut Band of Hope, and it's dated September 1904. And it's from the. It looks like it's from the children. It was a children's charity, and it was set up in the Garrison Church, and they obviously were just sending a little gift. I don't know whether the card itself was a gift or there was a gift attached to the vicar. I think I can't remember who it says. And it's just really beautifully written, and I just thought it was a really nice little piece of local history, really.
It is, isn't it? Let's have a look.
I looked up the Band of Hope, and it was a charity set up by the church in the 1800s, and it was to combat children suffering from alcohol abuse, and and obviously and their parents, and to try and sort of set them on a Christian path of abstinence and that sort of thing. And it's actually still going today, but it's called Hope UK now.
Oh, right,
and it's more of a sort of anti-alcohol, anti-drugs message now.
More of a sort of a youth club type thing, which encourages, okay. That's fascinating.
There, a database of...
I'm on Ancestry.
Oh, right.
I'm just having a quick look on the 1911 census.
Oh, right.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
That's a good point, isn't it? I wonder how old these... So this is 1900...
That's 1904.
1904. So we've got 10 years to the First World War, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
okay.
I wonder how old they would. I wonder in 1904. I wonder how old the children were. Right. Well, they must have been 9, 10.
Pick me a string.
They could have been.
Well, they could be anything.
They could have been. They could have served in the First World War. Is what I'm angling at. I'm saying sort of thing. I'm trying to turn it around onto a military link, if you like.
It's off with Miss.
Law Fusiliers, maybe City of London.
Yeah, I wondered whether that side with sort of
the adults,
teachers,
and they're the children of these ones, yes. Because the thing is, it says Miss, Master, and Miss, and then it goes just to purely initials, doesn't it? See, I don't know what those are in fact. You see, M and F. See, is that Master? M. Birch. Why GR?
No, it's
GRL Wilson. You see, there's a few of those. GR.
Yeah.
But I haven't got.
Is that?
Scandian.
Don't know. How about this one then? Why not try a D. Goldsmith?
I've got some papers here that I'd like you to have a scan of.
Okay.
They're letters and some photographs that were owned and written by my father-in-law, who was in the Royal Flying Service, if that's the correct term.
Royal Flying Corps.
Royal Flying Corps
Yeah.
in 1918
Oh,
to 19.
Oh, wow.
So if you'd like to just glance at that. They're the original letters, some of which I have scans, but the particular thing I've been alerted to is that there's a description of the effect of the change to the RAF
Oh right, yeah.
on him, what his new uniform was,
Okay, yeah.
what the changes were, what his pay was, and they're all in these big letters that are further on here. Those are just letters from him to his mother when he was joining up, I think.
RAF station, so it's South Shields. Okay.
It's these larger letters that I think
So
are
they're
more interest.
okay. Yeah. Seaplane station. So it was obviously on the seaplane base,
Even if they found
which is quite unusual.
there, they would,
I've been speaking to one of the experts out there with medals, and he's picked up a few pages that he thought were of particular interest.
It's interesting because the seaplanes were normally, my understanding, they were part of the Royal Naval Air Service.
Yeah.
So if he was RAF, or he was Royal Flying Corps,
Well, I might have the wrong term.
maybe he was Royal Naval Air Service. Yeah, could well be. Yeah.
So would that be the Fleet Air Arm now?
It would evolve into the Fleet Air Arm, indeed. Yeah. There was a drive between the wars to merge them all into one, but of course they didn't want that. They're very, as they are in the services, so they wanted to retain their identity. believe.
It doesn't remember the date.
Yeah.
After the 1st of April, the Naval Air Service and the Royal Flying Corps become the Royal Air Force.
Yes, that's right.
And
Yeah.
they divide again later.
That's
We've
right.
got
Yeah.
the story of that actual change with his letters dated late March 1918.
We're just trying to
and
establish
early April.
what he was,
Yeah.
where he worked,
Yeah.
whether he was
Whether
Royal
it was,
Flying
whether it
Corps
was
or
khaki or
AD.
navy.
Yeah, we haven't got that far yet.
Well, that's interesting in itself, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think it starts there and tells you the story of
Yeah, certainly.
The picture.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Cap. Oh, that cap has a black peak. So we need to find out what he was, don't we, somehow? Let's have a quick scan through and see if there's anything.
I think that information is there in that
It's
letter.
probably there.
Takes time to
Yeah,
go
you
through
need
it.
to go through it. Yeah. I just think whether there's nothing official. There's no official documents. They're all
No.
letters. But we've got some photographs then.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, here we go. Royal Naval Air Service. Yeah. Yeah. Flying boats.
Gentlemen, I'm just going to eat some sandwiches, okay? See you now.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. My usual caviar, please, Andy. First
Yeah,
one.
you're the usual lobster.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, drizzle with a bit of beluga. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So this is Royal Naval Air Service. Because they would be flying anti-submarine patrols and stuff like that, and probably reconnaissance, maybe, I suppose.
So you certain then that it wasn't the Royal Army Flying Corps, and it was more like
This is Royal Naval Air Service.
what is now the Fleet Air Arm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And these are good photos.
But I'm trying to give him money.
Yeah, these are fascinating. Yeah. This is a good selection of interesting and different aircraft here.
Yeah, some of them in the family album have got the titles,
Yeah.
so we know. Well,
Yeah.
I think they're all.
Well, somebody's done a good idea because they're quite difficult to identify. Because there were lots and lots of these rather odd flying boats, made by Shorts, of course, who went on to make Sunderland and lots and lots of flying boats. Is what they did particularly.
It's clear that photography runs in your family, Alan.
It would seem so, yes.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Good
back,
photos, yeah.
roughly nearly 100 years.
Yeah, and these are good photos. So were these all taken then by one of your relatives, or do you think they just?
They're from his album,
Yeah.
which my brother-in-law owns,
Right.
which I borrowed and scanned. So they were actually captioned with what I've said there.
Yeah.
Some of them were not captioned. DH presumably is de Havilland, isn't it? DH9 bomber.
This is a Halberstadt. This is a German aircraft, I think. So I wonder whether that's a captured one.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he had any
Yeah.
sort of combat type
that's
actual
the
role.
cap badge is Royal Engineers.
recognise
Still,
that.
the shoulder titles are Royal Engineers.
I mean, a good, very good selection of interesting photographs. Those from that service.
We're not going to be in a position to be able
And
to
these flying boats.
that in any great detail. But at least we can confirm these with the Royal Engineers.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's Royal Naval Air Service metamorphosing into Royal Air Force. Yeah. Now the details of that I don't know because as we know the Fleet Air Arm are still around. So
This one with the drawing on there of the badge, it gives you a complete story really there.
Does it? Yeah.
Of what happened on that date when it changed to the Royal Air Force, what the effect on him was, what his new salary was, what his new uniform was, his new bank account having to pay.
I'd like to think that the Fleet Air Arm Museum in Yeovilton would be very interested in this.
Yeah, they would be. I'm sure they would be. Yeah.
This one. It's been suggested that the Air Force Museum at Hendon ought to be alerted to this.
Fleet Air Arm Museum Yeovilton, they're the people that would be interested in this, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it needs a bit of research because
Have a good afternoon.
there's a metamorphosis here from one to the other. And it's not what I'm familiar with or particularly understand at the moment. So he's gone from being he's gone from being a pilot. He was obviously a pilot.
I thought he was an observer.
Well, he might well have been, but there's a chap with pilot's wings on there.
Yes.
But that may have been the case. That may have been the case. So for some reason, he's metamorphosed from the Royal Naval Air Service into Royal Air Force. Now, I have to say, I don't know the details of that at the time. You would assume that the antecedents for that would be the Fleet Air Arm. But I don't know. It's the
I
honest
think it
answer.
was the Royal Flying Corps that he was actually a member of.
Royal Flying Corps is the army.
Okay.
Yeah. That definitely changed into the Royal Air Force. The the Royal Naval Air Service was an independent air arm, part of the Navy, that we know now is the Fleet Air Arm. And I think I don't know. I believe fought very hard to retain its independence as an air arm. So he's gone from being Royal Naval Air Service into the Royal Flying Corps. So there's a story there that we don't quite understand, that we need to look into, which may be contained within these letters, as it were, sort of thing. I mean, maybe they were offered a choice. I don't know. Maybe they said that, you know, we're reorganising as we do these days. You know, we're changing you from A to B. Where do you want to go, sort of thing? And he might say, well,
I need to read this in detail.
Yeah, that makes
it will tell the
well,
story.
he's obviously detailed it quite closely here.
Tells you what his pay is. £365 per annum. It's £1 per day.
So, yeah, £1 a day. Yeah.
Sounds like my wages as a low-paid NHS worker.
So yeah, I mean, maybe the details are in there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they're good photos. They're very good photos.